If you are researching whether FlexJobs is worth paying for in 2026, this deep dive will give you clear, actionable answers. We will cover how FlexJobs works, whether it uses AI, what you get with the membership, how it compares to free alternatives, and how to decide if it is a strong investment for your situation. Let's start with what FlexJobs is. FlexJobs is a subscription-based job platform launched in 2007 to focus on remote, hybrid, freelance, part-time, and flexible schedule roles. In 2024, it was acquired by Bold, a company behind a portfolio of career tools and brands. The acquisition strengthened FlexJobs' position within the remote work ecosystem and expanded its access to employer relationships and job seeker resources. What sets FlexJobs apart from open job boards is the way it verifies listings. Every job on FlexJobs is manually reviewed by a real person before it goes live. The reviewers screen for red flags like unrealistic pay, vague company identities, recruiting for multi-level marketing, or requests for upfront payments. This human-led vetting aims to reduce scams and misleading ads that are common elsewhere. While automation supports the process with filters, indexing, and search relevance, FlexJobs emphasizes human verification as its core quality control. So, does FlexJobs use AI? Yes, but in specific supporting ways. Algorithms power job matching, personalized recommendations, and search ranking to help you find relevant roles quickly. Automated checks assist the research team with triaging high-risk postings. However, the gatekeeping that determines whether a job is legitimate remains human-driven. For job seekers, this means you benefit from AI efficiency without losing the trust that comes from expert review. How big is the database and what kinds of roles will you find? FlexJobs advertises over 20,000 active listings across more than 55 countries. Common categories include customer support, project management, marketing, writing and editing, software engineering, design, accounting and finance, HR and recruiting, healthcare administration, education and training, and data and analytics. You can filter by experience level from entry to executive and by schedule such as full-time remote, part-time, hybrid, contract, or freelance. What do you actually get as a member? Membership unlocks full access to the job database, advanced search filters, employer research profiles, and tailored job alerts. You can create a profile that highlights your skills, remote readiness, and location preferences. When relevant roles are posted, you receive notifications so you can apply early. FlexJobs also offers resources like resume and cover letter guidance tailored to remote keywords, interview preparation for virtual processes, and webinars with hiring managers. And periodic virtual job fairs. Many members combine these tools with a portfolio or Git repository when applicable. Let's talk about pricing and policies. FlexJobs runs on a subscription model with monthly and longer-term plans. The benefit of the paid model is twofold. It pays for the human screening effort, and it tends to discourage spammy applicant behavior. FlexJobs also advertises a satisfaction guarantee within a defined window, and you can cancel anytime. If you are on a strict budget, you can subscribe for a short period while you run an intensive targeted search, then reassess. How does FlexJobs compare to free alternatives? LinkedIn Jobs, Indeed, Glassdoor, and ZipRecruiter offer huge volumes of listings and powerful filters, along with insights like salary ranges or company reviews. Niche remote boards like We Work Remotely, Remote OK, and Europe Remotely are also useful, especially in tech. The trade-off is that you do more due diligence to confirm legitimacy, you compete against larger applicant pools, and you sift through more noise. FlexJobs tends to shine when you value curated quality, faster discovery of relevant openings, and reduced risk of scams. Who is likely to get the most value from FlexJobs? Busy professionals who want to reclaim time and avoid risky listings. Career returners who need part-time or hybrid roles to re-enter. Military spouses and caregivers seeking flexible schedules. Digital nomads who need roles open to international or cross-border remote work. Freelancers who want clients pre-screened for legitimacy, and anyone who prefers a guided search with stronger safety controls. What about outcomes? No platform can guarantee a job, but you can tilt the odds in your favor. The most successful members follow a consistent cadence. They set up multiple saved searches with precise filters. They enable real-time alerts. They customize resumes and cover letters to each posting. They demonstrate asynchronous communication skills and remote readiness, and they apply within the first 24 to 48 hours of a listing going live. Combining FlexJobs with active networking on LinkedIn, participation in relevant Slack or Discord communities, and a clear portfolio often produces the best results. A common question is whether you can succeed without paying for any job site. Yes, many job seekers do. You can monitor company career pages directly, leverage referrals, and use free boards. The reason some people add FlexJobs is to compress the search timeline, reduce fraud risk, and focus on roles designed for remote or flexible arrangements. Consider opportunity cost. If you avoid one bad gig or save several hours a week in searching and vetting, the subscription may pay for itself quickly. What about industries and seniority levels? FlexJobs hosts a wide spectrum, from entry-level customer support and content roles to senior technical, product, and leadership positions. Technical roles may also appear on niche boards, so it helps to run a dual-track strategy. Non-technical roles in areas like operations, HR, finance, and healthcare administration are well represented. Always read the fine print on location requirements, time zone overlaps, and legal work authorization. Here are practical tips to maximize your membership. First, define clear search profiles, role titles, must-have skills, location constraints, and schedule type. Second, create separate saved searches for variations in titles, because companies label roles differently. Third, prepare 2 or 3 resume variants aligned to our target paths. Fourth, enable instant alerts, then apply early with concise, tailored materials. Fifth, keep a tracker of applications, follow-ups, and outcomes so you learn which tactics work best. Finally, engage with FlexJobs webinars or events to learn how remote-first employers evaluate candidates. Let's address security and privacy. Because FlexJobs intermediates many postings, you will sometimes apply on the employer's site. That is normal. Never pay an employer to get hired. Avoid requests for your social security number or full banking details before an offer is signed, and verify email domains. FlexJobs human screening reduces risk, but your vigilance remains important. What is the bottom line? FlexJobs is a legitimate, long-standing platform focused on high-quality, flexible work. It uses AI to improve search and matching while relying on human verification to maintain listing integrity. If you value curation, time savings, and lower exposure to scams, a focused subscription sprint can be worth it. If you prefer to minimize costs and do more independent vetting, combine free boards with disciplined research. Either way, the strongest results come from targeted applications, quick response to new postings, and evidence that you can thrive in distributed teams. If you are ready to test FlexJobs, plan a 30 to 60-day campaign with daily alerts, consistent application volume, and weekly iteration on your materials. Measure results by interviews scheduled, not just applications sent. With a disciplined approach, you will quickly know if FlexJobs is a high ROI tool for your remote career goals.